Welcome back, recruit, to another Rebel Rant. This time we're going over the Rebel Trooper tag for Mon Mothma. And as it turns out, there seems to be a little bit of controversy regarding that Rebel Trooper tag that will be coming into the game with her introduction. On the surface, it does seem a bit odd when we've got like so many Rebel tag characters that all were part of the rebellion and, you know, interacted either directly or indirectly with Mon Mothma, either in face-to-face briefings or in executing the orders that came down from, you know, higher levels of the rebellion command. So on the surface, it does seem a bit weird. However, if you take a look at the Empire side of things, you'll notice that there is the Imperial Trooper tag, and it seems like this Rebel Trooper tag is meant to be the rebellion counter to those tags on the Empire side. And so when you take a look at it from that perspective, it begins to make a bit more sense, where the Rebel Trooper is the average everyday trooper of the rebellion fighting the good fight. And rebels in general could be anywhere from ground troops to leaders and heroes. So in this regard, I'm actually not complaining about that Rebel Trooper tag, as it sounds like it's going to be applied. Because in this regard, it actually does kind of make sense. And it is nice to finally see, you know, a counter as far as the tags go to that Imperial Trooper tag. I'm not saying CG is doing everything right, and I am still free to play. I'm a very long ways from spending money on this game again, but there do seem to be some positive things coming out of the game. It's entirely possible to have a complete and total soup sandwich and still find something good about it. So if this was if you had to pay in order to play this game, I would have dumped it already. I would not be playing right now or making videos about it. So it's like, but since it is free to play, I can still enjoy the game without contributing to the shady side of this company in this game, which is a shame, because it is, in spite of all the issues, it is still an enjoyable game. And for the time being, I don't plan on quitting the game anytime soon. I simply will not be spending money on it. So yeah, so they do have a list of the characters that will fall under the Rebel Trooper tag. And as you can see, that will include Baze, Biggs, Biston, Bodhi, Kara, Cassian, Sharut, Scout, Soldier, Jin, K2, Lando, Pow, Pathfinder, and Wedge. So that, okay. Now here's where we got a little bit of a stumbling block. That Lando Calrissian is being included as a Rebel Trooper. Well, the question says who will have the Rebel Fighter tag. However, above it, it's referring to it as a Rebel Trooper tag. So I'm chalking that up to the person asking the question, simply transposing the word fighter for trooper. Very easy to swap out those two words. And yeah, regardless if it's going to be Rebel Fighter or Rebel Trooper, the intent is the same. So, looking at this list, for the most part, it makes sense. With the exception of Lando Calrissian, that one is, I'm not going to lie, that one is actually confusing me a bit. Wedge and Biggs were very much Rebel fighters or troopers in the Rebellion. You know, before they met up with Luke Skywalker or Han Solo or any of the others. But Lando was, he was never a Rebel trooper. So I do have to question that particular character being included under this new tag. If Lando is going to be included, then why not the others? Lando was a businessman, an entrepreneur, and he came into the rebellion after being double-crossed by Darth Vader. So I'm sorry, but that one simply just really doesn't make any sense. And since they're including Lando, that does open the door to asking why are not some of these other original trilogy characters being included. So it seems like they're trying to make Lando relevant again. I mean, I do like his character. He's got a really nice ability with the AoE and whatnot. But yeah, he just doesn't have a whole lot of use in the current state of the game. So it would be nice to make him relevant again, but there's got to be a better way of doing that. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, for the most part, it does make sense. With that one outlier of Lando Calrissian being included under this new tag. So, CG obviously isn't perfect. That much is clear at this point. But for the most part, this seems like a pretty solid tag makeup with that one caveat. So yeah, we'll just have to see how it plays out, how the tag actually works once it goes live, and you know, hopefully it will be a nice counter to the Imperial Trooper tag. It would just be nice if CG would be a little more logical in regards to these, you know, some of these events and the character tags and whatnot, because it really does detract from the enjoyability of the game. Not to the point where I'm ready to quit playing, long ways from that, but it does tarnish the game on different levels. So with that said, I do think this Rebel Trooper tag will be a nice addition, and of course we're still at the same problem where they're coming out with all kinds of new characters, which is fine. Some of these latest characters have been pretty nice for the most part. Rebaka, the Vader rework, pretty cool stuff. But it's not really content, and we need some place to be able to use these characters. I'm personally trying to find new and creative ways of utilizing characters that have pretty much been shoved to the wayside because they just don't have a whole lot of utility in terms of Grand Arena and whatnot. I'm personally trying to find creative ways to get these characters into my rotation in some way, shape, or form, and have fun while doing it. So with this Unity upgrade, hopefully CG is going to get some legitimate content going as soon as possible, so we can put all of these characters, these huge rosters, into play. That would definitely be a nice step forward as far as the gameplay goes. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button real quick. I regularly put out new content, and it really does help the channel. I regularly upload new content, and if you want to see more, that's your best chance of catching it as it comes out. Now, if you didn't know, you have power over that YouTube algorithm. So if you did enjoy the video, go ahead and flex that muscle and hit that like button. It really does help out the channel. I hope you enjoyed this rant. Thank you for watching, and remember, always look beneath the surface. This has been another Rebel Rant.
Can't stop the signal now.